What does matter is what you actually post and the frequency that you post. So make sure that you're giving value on whatever the topic is that you do consistently. And the frequency that you need to be posting on your page, I recommend at least 3 times a day, but very, very bare minimum, you need to be posting at least 1 time per day. You can't say that you're serious about your business. You can't say that you're serious about being a successful entrepreneur if you are not posting on your social media every single day. I recommend 3 times a day, but it needs to at least very, very bare minimum. You need to at least be posting 1 time a day. Because y'all, the saying out of sight, out of mind is so true. If people are not seeing you constantly, they are going to forget about you.
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis,
Listen to
8-figure
me.
entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM, but this man's going to teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and being able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake, I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
You heard a couple.
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99?
99?
Yeah, okay. Y'all
Crazy,
tripping if
y'all.
y'all don't. But
Hey.
I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room.
Welcome to another episode of It's Crowded at the Top. I am your host, AstenCeo. The voice of God is not present with me here today, so it's going to be a solo session. So I'm just going to give you straight game, and I'm going to just get straight into it. So look, this episode I want to talk about optimizing your social media accounts and how you can maximize your social media accounts. Think, we're on social media every single day for hours at a time, scrolling every single day. I'm pretty sure if you check your screen time, most people, they're spending multiple hours per day on social media, and they're wasting that valuable real estate when that could be increasing their income, impact, and influence all at the same time if you just do some simple things to make sure that everything's optimized, so you can get the maximum deal flow, maximum lead flow, acquire customers, and build your income, impact, and influence, right? So let's just start off with something simple like a profile picture. I see every single day, I see people in my community, I see my mentees, I see personal friends of mine, business associates. They're messing up something as simple as a profile picture. Now, listen, all the cool pictures that you have, all the pictures that you think are so cool, that are showing you doing all these cool things, or showing when you were on this vacation doing it, that doesn't need to be your profile picture. Your profile picture needs to just be a basic, nice headshot, something from the chest up. I can guarantee you, if you go and you search anybody's social media accounts on any platforms that you look up to, that you follow from for some type of game that has a personal brand, I can guarantee you they all have headshots for their profile picture. That's not there's a reason for that. I'm pretty sure you can go all the way up from a Kim Kardashian down to an Aston CEO and everybody in between. Their profile picture is going to be a clear headshot so you can see what they look like, some type of picture from the chest up. It's not going to be some cool picture that you have, some cool picture that you want to show everybody. Save that for your feed and for your stories. That doesn't need to be a profile picture. The only people that may not have a nice clear headshot for their profile picture are people that aren't building personal brands, or the people that do have a personal brand, they've already built it up to a certain level, so then they can maybe put a logo or something there. But when you're just starting off, nobody cares about your logo. Nobody cares that you did this cool thing. And nobody cares that you went surfing. And plus, even the real estate on your profile picture, it's so small. Anyways, people can't even see the details of that cool picture that you think. So just making a nice clear headshot, something from the chest up. I'm not saying this has to be a professional picture, but just look at any pictures that you have of yourself. Now, the reason and look at any pictures that you have of yourself and just put that in there. Nice, clean picture. The reason for that is when people come to your page and they see what you look like, it helps build a level of trust. You want that person to tap into your content and to follow you. That new person that lands on your page, if they can't see what you look like, most likely they're not going to follow you. There's a method behind the madness. There's science to this. So for one, your profile picture, headshot, some picture from the chest up, all those cool pictures that you think look so great, action shots, and or just some deep stuff that nobody except you knows what it means. Save that for something else. Now, after we get since we got the profile pic down, now you want to go and get your bio right. So many people are wasting the space in their bio section. You don't want to be some mysterious person. It needs to be clear cut what it is that you actually do as soon as somebody sees your bio. A lot of people, they tell me that they do something, and then I go to their page and I'm confused by their bio. I have no clue what it is that you do. You have some type of Bible scripture, you have some type of quote that you like. You have your company's tagline, which nobody knows that you even have a company and nobody even knows what that tagline means. Your first line in your bio needs to state exactly what it is that you do. If you're in credit repair, I help people get an 800 credit score. If you're in fitness, I help people get the dream body. I help people get the bodies of their dreams. If you're in real estate, let's say that you flip houses. I help people flip houses, or I teach people how to flip houses, or I flip I flip bricks like burgers, or I flip houses like burgers. Whatever it is, that first line in your bio, it needs to be clear on what it is that you actually do. And on that first line, when you're telling people what it is that you do in your bio, you want to make sure that each actual line in your bio, you can fit every single thing that you want to say in that sentence on one line. Now you don't have to do that, but I highly recommend that you do it because it makes it easier for the person on your page to read, and it just looks cleaner. So if your explanation on what it is that you do spills into the second line, I highly recommend that you find a way to word it to where it just fits on that first line, because we want to maximize as much of this space in our bio as possible. Whatever you're saying about yourself, each individual line should be something separate. So use me for example. As of right now, I think in my bio, what does my bio say right now? I think my bio says I help people increase their income, impact, and influence. Or I help entrepreneurs increase their income, impact, and influence. Something like I think that's what it says right now. I'm not sure off the top of my head because I change it up from time to time. But you see, it's very clear cut on what it is that you actually do. Now, if you don't know what you do, because a lot of people they can't quickly tell you what it is that they do. Here's a simple formula to where you can quickly tell people what it is that they do, because I meet people all the time in person. People message me all the time. People text message me all the time. People email me all the time. And when I ask them what it is that they do, they're telling me this long paragraph is so long-winded. I'm like, they don't really even know what they do. You can't quickly tell somebody what you do in one sentence. So here's the equation. I help X do Y by Z. The X is the who, the Y is the what, and the Z is the how. I help X do Y by Z. So ask yourself that. So just using myself for an example, I help entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs increase their income, impact, and influence by creating digital products. You see, the X, Y, Z. The X is the what, the Y. The X is the who, the Y is the what, the Z is the how. So fill that in for yourself. Also, in your bio, first line needs to be clear cut what it is that you do. Somewhere in your bio, you need to give people a call to action, a CTA. CTA stands for call to action. Somewhere in your bio, you need to be directing people on what they should be doing to either get your products or get your services or somewhere where you can collect their contact information. Guys, you can't give, a lot of people give people and give your customers and give your followers too much credit for being smart.
Fear stands for forget everything and run or face everything and rise. The problem is that you're letting your fear stop you from living life on your terms. Click the link and start making an income on your own terms, which then starts to let you start living life on your own terms. I'll see you on the other side.
You have to treat people, you have to treat your followers, you have to treat your customers as if they are dumb. I'm not saying that these people are dumb. Your following is probably going to be very intelligent, but you have to treat them like they're dumb. You have to direct them to do everything. If you don't direct them to do something, they are not going to do it. You're just thinking that people are going to click the link in your bio or going to sign up for your free class or your webinar or buy your ebook or sign up for your courses or apply for a coaching call or a mentorship. They're not just going to do it. You have to direct them to do it. So somewhere in your bio, I highly recommend this be your very last line in your bio. You have to give them a CTA, a call to action. Now, this is, like I said, this if you're rolling something new out, if you're about to launch something new, a new product, a new service, or something like that, that last line needs to say, click the link for XYZ. If you're about to release an ebook, click the link to grab my latest ebook about whatever. But you have to have a call to action. You can't just have all this random stuff in your bio and then just a link. Nobody knows what the link is. Most people aren't going to just click the link just out of curiosity of wondering what it is. You need to tell them what that link is in the bio and have a link in your bio. So many people don't even have a link in their bio. Now, if you have multiple products and multiple websites and multiple funnels, you can utilize something called Linktree to where you can put all of your URLs in one link. But when you have your link tree, there's a strategy behind this also. You don't want to have 15, 20, 25 different things in your link tree. You want to have it as concise as possible, and you want to have it in the order of what is most important to you. Because I'm telling you guys, once people go to your link tree and there's a bunch of links in there, they're most likely not going to get past the third to fifth link in your link tree. So you need to have the most important stuff at the top. You need to have the stuff that's going to drive you the most revenue at the top. And then as it goes down in value to you, you have it lower and lower and lower and lower in the link tree. So many people just have the free stuff at the top and the stuff that they're selling at the bottom. And people aren't even getting a chance to see what it is that you have to offer for sale because they're just clicking all the free stuff that you have at the top. No, put the stuff that you have for sale at the top, put the free stuff at the bottom. Unless the only time that you want to have your free stuff at the top is if that is what your actual goal is to just um, capture a name, phone number, and email on the opt-in page so you can later market to these people and later upsell them and market to them your other products and services that you have to get them in your value ladder. But most people, they're not thinking of the dollar down the road. They're thinking of the dollar that they can make right now. Most people, especially beginning entrepreneurs. The reason why I say beginning entrepreneurs most of the time, because amateurs make money on the front end, experts make money on the back end. A lot of people aren't experts and they're just thinking of the money on the front end. If you were an expert, you wouldn't be listening to this right now, learning how to optimize your social media. If you were an expert, you would already know this information. All right. Now, um, now we've covered your profile picture, we've covered your bio, we've covered your link in your bio. Now let's think of your grid. A lot of people, they're too focused on what their grid and what their profile should look like. I don't give a damn about my grid. I don't care. And think social media, just think you yourself. Do you ever go on somebody's page and say, oh man, their page, look how their grid looks so pretty. They just use all the same colors and they just have all the same. Oh man, look at that. That's just, I follow this person because their grid on their profile just looks beautiful. It looks immaculate. No, you don't. You can't think of one person that you follow because they have a pretty grid. It doesn't matter. And think even on social media, you're scrolling. 9 times out of 10, you're not even seeing the people's grid. You're just scrolling down their page. The grid of the page doesn't matter. So stop putting so much thought and so much wasted time into thinking your grid should look a certain way. People are out here posting these, using these apps that use 12 that use 12 squares on their page to have one picture. That's not helping your brand. That's not helping your business. Because when people are scrolling social media, guess what they're seeing? They're seeing a blank square. Then they keep on scrolling. Then they're going to see a square of just the corner of your head. Then they're going to see another square with the middle of your nose and mouth. Then they're going to keep scrolling and see another square of your shoulder. And it's killing your engagement also. The algorithm isn't going to show your page to people because it's saying, oh, people are just scrolling past this content. And people are scrolling past your content because you out here trying to make your grid look all pretty and fancy and nice. But it's not anything of value, or it's not any shareable content that people are going to interact with, consume, and engage. So the look of your grid doesn't matter. What does matter is what you actually post and the frequency that you post. So make sure that you're giving value on whatever the topic is that you do consistently. And the frequency that you need to be posting on your page, I recommend at least 3 times a day, but very, very bare minimum, you need to be posting at least 1 time per day. You can't say that you're serious about your business. You can't say that you're serious about being a successful entrepreneur if you are not posting on your social media every single day. I recommend 3 times a day, but it needs to at least, very, very bare minimum, you need to at least be posting 1 time a day. Because y'all, the saying out of sight, out of mind is so true. If people are not seeing you constantly, they are going to forget about you. And just think that's like that just in life in general. You sit there and you got a relationship with somebody, whether it be a friendship or a romantic relationship, right? And then say that you're talking to these people and you're seeing these people every single day, but then something happens in the relationship, y'all go your separate ways. At some point, you get to a point where you're not even thinking about this person anymore. Why? Because you're not seeing them, you're not talking to them anymore. Think of people that move away from your hometown. You got your clique, you talking to your buddies, you talking to your family every single day. You go off to school or you move away or something, and that time happens. It seems like the relationship kind of, what happened? We used to talk so much. It's because you're not there. They're not seeing you all the time. They're not talking to you all the time. Same way, just like when people get locked up. Shout out to everybody that's locked up. I get some messages from I get some messages from my brothers and sisters behind them walls that y'all tapped into the information. But y'all even know for the people that's behind the walls right now, it seems like people forget about you when you get locked up. It's the same on social media. That's why you have to be consistent in the frequency that you need to post. I say at least 3 times a day, but very, very bare minimum once per day. Because you need to stay on people's mind. They need to see you all of the time. If they're not seeing you, they're going to forget about you. Now, one way I know a lot of people they say, "Oh, how can I post every single day? What can I talk about every single day?" Something that you can do is have a content day. You can batch content out. So you can pick one day and either hire a videographer, or if you don't want to hire a videographer, guys, we have these cell phones. These cell phones are powerful. These phones that are in our hands every single day cost thousands of dollars. Use your phone, use your camera. If you're shooting content for like TikTok and Reels and stuff, just hold your camera vertical. If you're shooting videos, if you're shooting just a video for Instagram or video for YouTube, whether it be a YouTube short, turn your phone sideways on landscape. Or if you are looking to have somebody edit your content later on, or if you yourself are going to edit your content later on, shoot everything sideways on landscape mode. And then while you're editing, uh, you can edit and have it vertical. I like to shoot everything on my phone. I like to shoot everything in landscape mode. I turn my phone sideways so I can use that content for any platform that I choose. But if I shoot something vertical, I can't use that on YouTube. I can't use that on certain stuff. Or say if I wanted to run an ad on that, I can use that for an ad. I can use that for TikTok. I can use that for Instagram, whether it just be a regular video or a reel. I can use that for a YouTube video because I shoot it sideways in landscape mode. And then if I do need to have it in vertical, I can take that horizontal video, have just me shown right here, and have it be vertical. But you can batch out content in one day. You can hire a videographer, and if you are hiring a videographer, you want to make sure that you maximize that time because you're paying for that. You're paying for that day. This is an investment that you're making in yourself, in your business, and in your brand. Right? This is an investment that you're making into your influence. And as you build your influence, you're going to have an impact on people, and this is what's going to raise your income. So you need to shoot at least. I go to the extreme. I say at least 100 videos that day. You need to have all your topics out since you're paying this person. And like, look, where I need at least 100 45-second to 1 minute videos. Boom.
Hey, right now I'm in Puerto Rico, living life on my terms with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. Pin the camera. All 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. The difference between us and you is that we know how to monetize our IP, our intellectual property, and get income 24/7, living life on our own terms. Go ahead, click the link, learn from high-level 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs for less than $1 a day. If you're interested in that, go ahead, click the link. If not, just call me a scam like you do everybody else on the internet. Keep on scrolling.
Or you could do that yourself. Get you a tripod. Or if you don't have a tripod, get a chair, stack up some books. That's what I used to do. I used to grab one of my chairs from my dining room. I would stack books on top of my chair and then put my phone on top of my books and record myself. But a tripod, y'all, you can get a tripod for $13, $15, $20 off of Amazon. You can also get like a little microphone for your phone on Amazon too. There's no excuses nowadays. And this stuff is cheap. You all spend more on lunch every day than this stuff that's going to help your business. Or another way that you can do, or my preference of choice, is I don't have to have content days because I basically became the content. What do I mean by becoming the content? If you become the content, you don't ever have to think of ideas to make your content about. Because if I have a topic in mind, I know with my knowledge on these topics that I'm speaking on, I can shoot one long form video Like this episode of this podcast, for example, this is one long form video that I can now chop up into shorter form video. So most, so almost all, but most, not all, pretty much all, but most of my content that you all see on different platforms, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, they're all from this long form content. So I don't have to sit there and think about, okay, what am I going to talk about this time for this video? Okay, now what am I going to talk about for this video? Okay, now what am I going to talk about for this video? I just sit, do one piece of content, and from that one piece of content, I'm going to get 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 short form posts to repurpose and post on different platforms, and still have the long form content to post as a podcast in full long form video on YouTube, and then I have the audio to post on Apple, Spotify, anywhere that people listen to podcasts. So I can repurpose this one episode of this podcast. It's gonna go everywhere. And that's how, with my new content strategy, which I'm going to start implementing probably next week, in the next week, if not next week, the week after. The goal is to be posting 80 times per week. So if I'm going to be posting 80 times per week, I'm telling you, bare minimum, post one time per day, 7 times a week. But this is what the difference is going to be. Whereas somebody might say, "Oh, why am I not getting the results that AstenCeo is getting?" It's just simply a volume play. Because if you do take this advice that I'm telling you now, and you do post very bare minimum once per day, you're only posting 7 times per week. Or if you take what I said, where I highly, highly recommend you actually post at least 3 times per day. You're only going to be posting 21 times per week. Whereas AstenCeo is posting 80 times per week. It's a difference. That's why I don't really care that much about the algorithm, because so many people, they're saying that their content's not getting engaged with like that. And I'm saying, okay, if you're on average only getting 100 view per video, and you only post one video per day, you're only getting 100 views per day. But if you average getting 100 views per video, and then you post 3 videos per day, oh man, you just tripled your engagement for the day. What is that going to do over a week? What is that going to do over a month? What is that going to do over 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years? Then all of a sudden, people are going to say, "Dang, man, how does he do it? How does she do it?" And when I say 80, I'm going to be posting 80 times per week. That's not on one platform. I'm saying I'm going to be posting at least 3 times per day on Instagram, at least 3 to 5 times per day on TikTok, at least 3 to 4 times per day on YouTube. So with three posts on Instagram, 3 to 5 posts per day on TikTok, and 3 to 4 posts per day on YouTube, that's going to give me my 80 posts per week. But guess what, y'all? All those 80 posts is all going to come off of this one piece of long form content. So I don't gotta put that much thought into my content creation. So that's a big tip for y'all that I haven't really broken down and shared with anybody yet. But so many people, that's why I'm able to put out content at such a higher rate than people, because people are sitting there and they're thinking of all these different ideas, and they're shooting. And if they want to shoot seven, and if they want to have 7 videos, they're sitting there and they're thinking of 7 separate videos, versus just having one long piece of content that can be chopped into 15, 20, 30 pieces of content for you. But if you do, want to sit there and you do want to shoot individual videos, nothing's wrong with that. I do that also. One key thing that you can do, I don't know if I should tell y'all this game, because I'm streaming live on Instagram. One, I haven't really told anybody this game, but y'all can use this one too. There's a website called let me make sure I got the website so I'm telling you all the right information. All right, boom. You can go on answerthepublic.com. On answerthepublic.com, you can type in any industry, whatever industry that you're in, and Answer the Public is going to give you back the most searched questions on the internet that people are looking for information for. So if you're in credit repair, you can type in credit repair or credit. If you're in business funding, you can type in business funding. You're in real estate, you can type in real estate. And Answer the Public is going to give you all of the questions, all of the top questions that people are searching the internet looking for the answers for. Boom. Now you have those questions. This is what you do. You have the knowledge to answer those questions. There's your content. Answer the questions that people are searching for. That will instantly build your brand authority online and in the social media space, because people are searching for these questions every single day, all night on the internet, and you're going to be answering them. You're going to be answering those questions. They're going to be they're going to be finding your page. You are going to start popping up in their algorithm. You are going to start popping up on their For You pages. You are going to start popping up on their Explorer pages, because they are looking and searching for the answers that you now have. So look, y'all, I hope y'all got game off of that episode, man. Um, like I said, this was just a solo episode. I just wanted to drop y'all straight flames. So go ahead. Uh, we have a community. Come join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs just like yourself. Hundreds of aspiring entrepreneurs and current entrepreneurs, all focused on their goals and your dreams just like yourself. Come and get weekly coaching and Q&A sessions live with myself. We do weekly Q&A sessions every single Wednesday in a Zoom room, so I can see you, meet you face to face, analyze your situation, and help you along the way. Plus, you get additional training from other 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs for less than $1 a day. It's crowded at the top. I know the link's going to be somewhere in the description. Check it out. Look forward to seeing y'all on Wednesday if you do choose to tap in, take advantage of the opportunity.